Imagine, you're walking through a forest. Arbor Elf years ago. The sun is setting. Your tribe stops to make camp. One person starts a fire. Another throws a handful of strange leaves into the flames. Within seconds, a thick cloud of smoke fills the air. Most people step away, but one old man walks straight into the smoke. He closes his eyes, breathes in deeply, and smiles. No one laughs. No one stops him, because everyone in the tribe knows he's doing it for a reason. But what reason? Why would anyone choose to inhale smoke? Especially thousands of years before cigarettes? Before tobacco? Before civilization itself? It sounds impossible. Yet the story of smoking may be far older than almost anyone realizes. To understand why, we first need to understand fire. For hundreds of thousands of years, fire wasn't just warmth. It cooked food, scared away predators, protected people during the night. It became the center of human life. Every evening, families gathered around the flames, and every evening, they breathed smoke. At first, smoke was simply unavoidable. It made your eyes water, made you cough, and covered everything with its smell. But then, something strange happened. One day, someone burned a different kind of plant. The smoke smelled different. People sitting nearby noticed something unusual. Some felt calmer, others became sleepy, some claimed they had vivid dreams or strange visions. Was it magic? Of course not. But to ancient people, it certainly looked like it. And once humans noticed that different plants produced different effects, everything changed. But ancient humans didn't understand chemistry. They didn't know about nicotine, or cannabinoids, or psychoactive compounds. All they knew was that certain plants did something. Some smoke made them cough, some smelled sweet, some kept insects away, and some made them feel different. That discovery was impossible to ignore. Soon, burning specific plants became intentional. Not for fun, not because people were addicted, but because they believed the smoke had power. Some tribes believed the rising smoke carried their prayers into the sky. Others believed it allowed them to communicate with spirits. Some healers even burned herbs to help sick people breathe or to ease pain. Whether it truly worked or not, those rituals spread. Generation after generation, the knowledge was passed down, not through books, not through schools, but around campfires. Parents taught their children, elders taught young hunters, and slowly, different civilizations discovered different plants. Some burned herbs, others burned tree resins, others experimented with wild leaves growing nearby. Thousands of years passed. Then, on the other side of the world, people discovered something else. A plant unlike any other. Tobacco, native to the Americas. Powerful, easy to grow. And unlike most plants, its smoke produced an effect people quickly recognized. For many indigenous cultures, tobacco wasn't something you used every day. It was sacred, used in ceremonies, healing rituals, peace agreements, and communication with the spiritual world. Smoking wasn't entertainment, it was tradition, it was respect, it was part of something much bigger. Then, everything changed. In 1492, European explorers arrived in the Americas. They noticed something strange. People were carrying burning rolls of dried leaves. They weren't trying to stay warm. They weren't cooking. They were deliberately inhaling the smoke. To the Europeans, it looked bizarre, but they were curious. But they tried it themselves. And before long, tobacco began its journey across the world. What had once been a sacred ritual slowly became an everyday habit. Over the next few centuries, smoking spread from continent to continent. New ways of smoking appeared. Pipes, cigars, and eventually, cigarettes. Factories began producing millions of them. Companies advertised them everywhere. Doctors even recommended them, before scientists discovered the terrible truth. Smoking wasn't harmless. It damaged the lungs, increased the risk of cancer, and became one of the leading causes of preventable death. It's strange. The same behavior that once symbolized healing, spirituality, and tradition eventually became one of humanity's biggest health challenges. But here's the most fascinating part. The first person who intentionally inhaled smoke could never have imagined that thousands of years later, billions of people would still be doing something remarkably similar. Not because they believed smoke carried prayers, not because they wanted to speak with spirits, but because one ancient discovery never disappeared. It simply changed. So, who was the first human to smoke? The truth is, we'll probably never know. History rarely remembers the first person to do something, but we do know this. It wasn't a businessman, it wasn't a king, and it definitely wasn't someone holding a cigarette. It was likely an ordinary human sitting beside an ordinary fire. Who noticed that one strange plant made them feel different? And with that single moment, a habit was born that would survive for thousands of years. Sometimes, the smallest discoveries leave the biggest marks on human history.